We are in a bear market, everyone. According to so many people that I follow, YouTubers, Twitter guys, it is depression right now. These people have lost their butts. And I think it is because many of these people have been on leverage. Also, they don't know history. But I know history, and I'm going to share more with you. I've done some longer videos in the past, but this time I'm gonna break it down within a minute. But first, I have other news to talk about as well, because there's other stuff happening around the world, especially in the crypto space. Now, Vitalik has been accumulating Ethereum. He's been accumulating Ethereum. So Trump isn't the only one accumulating Ethereum. Okay, so over the past, like yesterday, Vitalik has minted 315,382 DAI and sold various meme coins for 71.69 ETH, worth $136,000. He also swapped 5,000 DHN for 65 ETH, worth $124,000. So he is accumulating. Also, check this chart out right now. These are whales accumulating ETH right now. So I guess I'm a contrarian. That's what first got me into crypto back in the early days, because everybody that I talked to thought it was just a joke. It was only idiots buy this stuff. Magic internet money. The news media, everyone, even Larry Fink said, it's nobody cares about this stuff. But you know what? I bought. And so this is why I'm keeping most of my ETH, because of this. What do ETH Whales know? I want to know what they know, because they know something. Why are they buying so much ETH right now? Really interesting, isn't it? So with that said, let's move on to inflation. Now, inflation is, if you've been following me since 2020, I hopped in on this channel a little bit later in the season, but I know about inflation. I've been studying it for about 2 decades now. Inflation, this is a great tweet from Egon von Geyers, or Greyers. I totally butchered his name, but he says, inflation is a silent wealth killer, and the higher the inflation percentage, the more fatal the theft-related wound. What does he mean? It's theft, guys. Like the Federal Reserve printing all this currency, that is stealing wealth from you. Okay, if you didn't ever think about it that way, think about it that way, because that is the truth, okay? So, as me being completely apolitical, I don't care left or right, Trump, Biden, I don't care who's in office, okay? I care about the Federal Reserve, but I want to point out why I think there's going to be a lot of inflation, okay? Now, this is how much did President Trump add to the debt last time he was a president. I'm going to cover a couple things, okay? Now, keep in mind, I'm not hating on Trump at all, at all. He's just a puppet, in my opinion. I don't care about puppets. I care about the Federal Reserve. So, CARES Act, he spent $1.9 trillion. Response and Relief Act, he spent $985 billion, and other COVID relief, $755 billion. Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, he spent $1.9 trillion. Let me just go down this a little bit. Tariffs, he spent $445 billion. Prescription drug rebate rule, $205 billion. So all together, he added $8.4 trillion. And I know you may think, okay, well, he had to do this and that and that. Listen, the Federal Reserve is at the helm, okay? They are the captains of this ship, guys. If you don't understand that by now, you have to do research. Like, stop listening to Fox, stop listening to CNN. You gotta start actually using your brain and researching, like The Creature from Jekyll Island. There's a great book. Confessions of an Economic Hitman, and The Century of Enslavement by James Corbett. That's a good one. Anyways, with that said, I think it's going to get much, much, much worse, and that is why I'm going full on, kind of pushing people towards Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, and other coins, because you know what? That stable coin, central bank digital currency, is coming, and it's coming fast, okay? You're gonna protect yourself by those three assets, in my opinion. And it's got a heck of a lot of utilities in the world of CBDCs. You're gonna wanna have obfuscation. That's a beautiful word to learn. Okay, now we have North Korea's Lazarus Group converted stolen Bybit ETH to, guess what they bought? Bitcoin, 13,562 Bitcoin worth $1.12 billion. These are smart hackers. They know what they're doing. So yeah, it's good that they're, hopefully they hold for a little bit and then they can, spend as much as they want, or put it to Monero and then use a mixer or whatever they want to do. Not trying to give them any ideas or whatever, but that's what people can do now. It's kind of cool, because think about it this way. That's not cool that everybody got hacked. But what's cool is that you can get rid of sanctions. You can, be a free person. It's pretty cool. Like, it's never happened in the history of the world till right now, over the last 16 years. Okay, lastly, if you're bullish or bearish, you better listen to this. This is Rec Capital. I know I keep bringing him up, but he's great. Okay, the current pullback, 29%, is one of the deeper retraces in the crypto cycle, but it's not extraordinary. Okay, he says, after all, we've seen deeper retraces in the immediate post-halving period, 32%. 32%. That's a lot. We haven't even seen that, this correction right here. Not only that, but we've seen deeper pullbacks in previous cycles, as you know I've talked about so much. But he goes over a couple major 2021 corrections, 31% down, 55% down, and then a 25% down. Guys, if we went down 55%, there would be nobody, I would say there'd be 7%, 8% of the big accounts on Twitter even tweeting anything. Okay, these guys would be so depressed, but because they don't understand, like, this is normal. I'm chill, I'm relaxed. Also, major 2017 corrections. Check this out. You imagine people nowadays that are freaking out being back in 2017 in crypto, minus 34% during, this is a bull market. Another minus 34%, and minus 38%, a freaking 40% correction during a bull market, and then a 29%. Oh my gosh, that was the most awesome bull market ever. I'm calling it ever. And here's the thing, I'm going off on a tangent, but here's the thing about this bull market is that you're not going to hear from very many people at all on Twitter, because they don't do their research. The thing is, the Federal Reserve was raising interest rates back then. They weren't lowering interest rates, okay? I think they did 25 basis point rises and during this incredible bull market. So with that said, stop listening to the kooks. You got to start listening to people like me, and there's many others out there. You just got to find them, okay? And also check out learningcrypto.com, where you're going to see what we're selling, because we are taking profits. We've taken profits at nearly the top of the market. So check us out. Talk to you soon.